You take the same magnesium you've taken for years, same bottle, same time of day, same routine. But lately, something feels off, not painful, not scary, just different. Maybe it's a heaviness in your chest that wasn't there before, or a lightheadedness that comes on slowly, hours after you take it. Maybe you feel calmer than you expected, so calm it almost feels uncomfortable. Or maybe you're waking up in the middle of the night instead of sleeping through it, and you think, what changed? Because nothing changed. You changed nothing, but your body did. If you've ever felt this, if magnesium suddenly feels like it's doing something slightly wrong, even though it used to feel right, you're not imagining it. This is real, it's subtle, and it's more common after 60 than most people realize, especially if you're taking blood pressure medication. You're not broken, you're not doing anything wrong, and you're definitely not alone. Your body is just working differently now, and once you understand why, the whole thing starts to make sense. Let me walk you through what's actually happening, what magnesium actually does. First, let's talk about what magnesium is doing in your body. In plain language, no chemistry lesson. Magnesium is a mineral that helps your muscles relax. Not just the muscles in your arms and legs, the smooth muscles inside your body too. The ones in your blood vessels, the ones around your digestive system, the ones you don't think about. It also calms your nervous system. It turns down the volume on that constant hum of tension. You might not even notice until it's gone. That's why people take it for sleep, for cramps, for that tight, wound-up feeling that never quite goes away. Magnesium tells your body, you can let go now. And for years, that worked beautifully. You took it. You felt better. You slept. You didn't think twice about it. But after 60, something shifts. Not all at once. Not in a way that's obvious. But as slowly, quietly, your body starts processing magnesium differently. And that's when the same supplement that once felt helpful starts to feel a little too much. Why this changes after 63 things happen as you age that change how magnesium affects you. Let me explain them one at a time, slowly, because this is where it all starts to click. First, your body clears magnesium more slowly. Think of your kidneys and liver like a river. When you're younger, that river moves fast. Things come in, things go out, the flow is steady. After 60, the river slows down. Not dangerously, not in a way that means something is wrong, just slower. So when you take magnesium, it stays in your system a little longer than it used to. The effects linger. They build up over hours instead of fading quickly. That lightheadedness you feel at 3 p.m., it might actually be from the magnesium you took at breakfast. The calm that feels too heavy at bedtime, it might be because your body is still processing the dose from earlier in the day. You didn't take more, but your body is holding on to it longer. Second, your nervous system becomes more sensitive. Imagine a dimmer switch on a light. When you're younger, you can turn that switch way down and the light just gets softer. You can turn it way up and the light gets brighter. There's a lot of room to adjust. After 60, that dimmer switch has a narrower range. A small adjustment feels like a big change. Magnesium is turning down the volume on your nervous system, just like it always did. But now, that same amount feels stronger, more noticeable, sometimes too noticeable. It's not that magnesium got more powerful, it's that your nervous system is more responsive to it. Third, your blood pressure margin gets narrower, especially if you're on medication. This is the big one. If you're taking blood pressure medication, your body is already being asked to keep your blood pressure in a specific range. Your medication is doing part of that work. It's relaxing your blood vessels. It's reducing the force of your heartbeat. It's managing fluid levels. Magnesium does some of those same things. It relaxes blood vessels. It calms the system. It helps everything soften and slow down. When you were younger, your body had more room to absorb both without feeling it too much. After 60, that margin gets narrower. Your body is balancing on a tighter beam. And when magnesium adds its calming effects on top of what your medication is already doing, the combined effect can feel off, not dangerous, not wrong, just more than your body is used to managing comfortably. Why it feels too much. Now, so what does this actually feel like? Let's talk about the sensations people describe, the ones that are hard to put into words but feel very real. You might feel lightheaded when you stand up, not dizzy exactly, just floaty, like your body is a half second behind your movement. That's because magnesium is relaxing your blood vessels at the same time your medication is managing your blood pressure. When you stand, your body has to adjust quickly, and it's working with less margin than it used to. You might feel a heaviness in your chest, not pain, not tightness, just an awareness, a sense that your heart is there, working, and you can feel it in a way you normally don't. That's magnesium calming your system so much that you're noticing the rhythm of your own heartbeat. It's still beating normally, but the extra calm makes it more noticeable. You might feel so calm it's uncomfortable, like you're too relaxed, too still, like you're wrapped in a weighted blanket you didn't ask for. That's your nervous system responding more strongly to magnesium's calming effects than it used to. What once felt soothing now feels like too much quiet. Or you might wake up at 2 a.m. wide awake, even though you took magnesium to help you asleep. That's because magnesium is still working through your system hours later, and instead of keeping you asleep, it's shifting the balance of your nervous system in a way that wakes you up. None of these sensations mean you're in danger. They're signals of sensitivity, not a sign that something is going wrong. They mean your body is processing magnesium differently now. And once you see that clearly, the whole experience becomes less confusing. The timing illusion. Here's what makes this so tricky. Magnesium doesn't always hit you right away. When you're younger, you might take it and feel the effects within an hour or two. Clear cause, clear effect. After 60, the timing gets blurry. You take magnesium in the morning and you feel fine all day. Then at 4 p.m., you're sitting on the couch and suddenly you feel heavy, tired, a little out of it. You don't connect it to the magnesium because that was hours ago. But your body is still processing it slowly, steadily. And the effects are showing up on a delay. Or maybe you take it at night and you sleep fine, but you wake up the next morning feeling foggy, off balance, like you didn't quite shake off the night. Again, that's magnesium lingering in your system longer than it used to. The timing makes it feel random, but it's not random at all. It's just slower. And here's the other thing. Magnesium can feel fine for years. You take it every day, no problems, no weirdness. It works exactly the way you want it to. Then one day, it doesn't. Nothing changed on your end, but something shifted inside your body. How fast it clears things, how sensitive your nervous system is, how narrow your blood pressure margin has become. And suddenly, The magnesium that worked for 5 years feels different in year 6. It's not that you did something wrong, it's that your body crossed a threshold you didn't see coming. You're not broken. Let me say this clearly because it's easy to feel like something is wrong with you when your body stops responding the way it used to. Feeling off from magnesium does not automatically mean something is wrong. It does not mean you're sick. It does not mean you're fragile. It does not mean your body is failing. It means your body is more sensitive now. And sensitivity is not the same as weakness. A lot of people misinterpret this. They feel a sensation they're not used to, and they panic. They think this shouldn't be happening. I must be doing something wrong. Maybe I should stop everything, but sensitivity is just information. It's your body telling you, I'm processing this differently now. I'm noticing this more than I used to. That's not failure, that's feedback. And feedback is something you can work with. A gentle adjustment mindset. So what do you do with this information? I'm not going to tell you to take less magnesium or take it at a different time or stop taking it altogether. That's not my place. And honestly, what works for one person doesn't always work for another. But I will say this, awareness changes everything. When you know that magnesium lingers longer in your system now, you start paying attention to timing. You notice when effects show up. You see the patterns. When you know your nervous system is more sensitive, you stop stacking things together without thinking. You notice if you're taking magnesium and drinking chamomile tea and using a sleep aid all at once, all things that calm your system in similar ways. When you know your blood pressure margin is narrower, you start listening for how your body feels after you take magnesium. You notice the lightness, the heaviness, the subtle shifts. You're not diagnosing yourself. You're not making medical decisions on your own. You're just paying attention. And that awareness helps you have better conversations with the people who are helping you manage your health. You might realize you need to space things out more, or take magnesium at a different time of day, or just be more mindful about what you're layering together. But those are adjustments, not emergencies. They're small shifts, not big overhauls, and they come from understanding your body, not from fear. Your body is not broken. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Your body is not broken because magnesium feels different now. It's not failing because it's more sensitive. It's just different. And different doesn't mean worse. After 60, your body processes things more slowly. It responds more strongly. It has less margin to work with. That's not a flaw. That's just how aging works. And once you stop seeing sensitivity as a problem and start seeing it as information, everything feels less confusing. You're not imagining the lightheadedness. You're not making up the heaviness. You're not overreacting to the odd calm that doesn't feel quite right. You're feeling something real, and now you understand why. That understanding is the difference between fear and clarity, between thinking something is wrong with you and knowing your body is just working in a new way. A soft closing. If magnesium has started to feel different for you, I hope this helps you see why. Not because you need to fix it right away, not because you need to panic or make big changes, but because understanding what's happening inside your body takes away some of the worry. It gives you language for something you've been feeling but couldn't quite name. And it reminds you that your body isn't broken, it's just more sensitive now. And sensitivity, when you understand it, is something you can work with. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your experience. What does magnesium feel like for you now compared to a few years ago? Drop a comment and let's talk about it. And if you found this helpful, consider subscribing. I'll keep making videos like this, calm, clear explanations for the things your body is doing that no one else seems to talk about. Take care of yourself and remember, you're not alone in this.